sometimes, you know, they usually call me because I got a workshop here. They usually call me to do some maintenance, and especially on certain things.
The MV Barima is a very, we call it the rolly boat, right? And it's very rolly. When I say rolly, I mean that it's not stable.
In and out of Freedom House. Yeah, I'm pretty young, but not interested in politics. And maybe that's what, maybe I can look at you and say that's why I'm not interested in politics.
Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy, talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worry.
Yeah, what we thought the things, so y'all and what we thought the things. Neighbors, how you guys doing? Welcome back to a fresh upload, a fresh update. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Let's Start the Things TV. As you guys see how we start the video, you know with any pot bubbling, know with the on the plate, you know with the pony menu. Make sure y'all stick around to the end of the content card today. It's very heart-rending. I'm not going to tell no lie, guys. Definitely do the right thing and do the right thing. Do, like I said, manifesto 50K by year end. Come on, guys, do the right thing and don't let the right thing do it. This is what I just saying. Feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, put your post notification bell on so you be notified when we drop a new video or we go live. It's simple. Run up the likes on this one. We got at least 400 likes on this one here, so you understand? And feel free to give us a hype. You know the code, bro. So here we're going now. We're not going to waste no time. Let's drop into these topics that we got for you quick and fast. Let's get this.
But faith without work is dead, so me never stop working yet. Although struggle is real, still I hold the toe stronger than steel. Good, I don't know your boy Star High representative for Let's Start the Things TV. You understand? For all the guy needs everything. Everything you talk about entertainment, we talk about news, we talk about all the mix up them, everything. You understand? Let's Start the Things TV. You know, you can catch it on YouTube. Subscribe to the thing, like the thing, and make sure the thing go on. You understand? Because watching a man, me endorse it, and a whole heap of big man endorse it also. You understand? Big up yourself, fire. You understand me? Do it, brother. Can me never stop working yet. Although struggle is real, my hold the toe stronger than steel. Yeah, yeah.
Well, viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. How you guys doing? Boy, today we're going to kick it off with some news. And definitely some tragic news whereby the captain for the vessel that sunk, yes, was remanded to prison today. The man was in tears. We got Mr. Dr. Todd explaining some stuff also. This is crazy. I'm not going to tell no lie. Viewers and subscribers, not going to waste no time. Let's jump straight into action one time and deal with it. Let's go.
And somebody pray us this morning, Father God, I deserve this, Father God. Please, Father God. Please, somebody pray us, Father God. Oh, Lord, we come, my body. Everybody knows the whole vessel is going to be the one is 87 years old in that vessel. The vessel of a lot of these cities, the vessel I'm not walking. The vessel radar, don't have a radar. The vessel don't have a sword, the rescue transport us. The vessel don't have an import. Oh, God, oh, look at those like glasses, why this is 2022, and maritime inspection, and they now, right after festival, look things are happening. Oh my God, look at they like graph them, their expiration for 2022.
And we know so far that the disclosure is that 72 bodies were recovered. And so they were charged for all 72 of those persons. We listened to the prosecution narrated the facts in relation to why they were charged, in terms of who have responsibility, and that the boat was overloaded. Now, you had the minister who was responsible for transport and harbor, came out and said on public television that the boat was not overloaded. And that was so pronounced. In every single press conference held by the Prime Minister, there was absolutely no indication that they found, in addition to the loading manifest, that they were able to establish the load of that boat. Now, you could imagine, there is a clear pronouncement yesterday that, and the fears of the Guyanese people, that we may not even see the boat back on water. So my thing is, how do they hope to establish the weight of that boat? How do they hope to establish that? This entire commission of inquiry that was announced by the president is a farce. Because the police have done what the commission of inquiry is supposed to do, and they have already come to a definitive conclusion on this matter. And so we have asked for an early disclosure. This matter was heard before the chief magistrate. It was transferred to the charity court, where it will be before the substantive magistrate, because that's the jurisdictional court. And that we have asked for early disclosure in the matter, which I believe is on the 3rd of August. Because we intend, as I said today in court, we intend to make preliminary legal arguments in relation to this matter.
Well, viewers and subscribers, as you just know, how there. Jesus Christ, by sent it to. And I tell you, when I see this video, tears came to my eyebrow. But hear what they're saying, right? Now, them had 2 captain or 3 captain that turned down the transporting of the boat to Port Kaituma. Now, why you take it upon yourself for decide for go and walk? Because hearing what you're saying just know that the boat ain't got this, the boat ain't got that, the boat. How could y'all walk in a boat without all of these safety that the boat supposed to got? You hear what the man said? Basically, you just depend. This what scrap is this? It's like your life you giving away. Why you and your crew go and pick up this boat? Why you and your crew decide for carry this boat? If you find out the 2 captain or the 3 captain turn down the work, then man must be watching and say, bah, you see, he didn't want something. Then man must be tell you now. Something that man must be tell you, and he must be say, bah, I gotta eat little food. You see what's happening? I'm sorry for you, but I got a feeling, put it into perspective like this. Good. If you get a card, think, one to the men that went on deck that got for work, because basically me got work. But he get the card because the rest of captain turned down the work. So he's supposed to write like, what happened to the rest of the guy, them man turn on the work? Why them man turn on the work? Now you, as you know what's going on with the boat, you supposed to don't know, well, this why these men them turn on the work. Every guy now, boss, man, me in there, I gotta fix the boat. And me, you know, me, I taking me life serious today with this boat thing. But if I got to lose me job, I'd rather lose me job than lose me life. Why you pick up the boat? Was you threatened? They bully you? And you know this thing and you say you mean take him bully you and your team? Crazy, bro. Crazy. You put your own self in that. You see? You put your own self in that. My viewers and subscribers, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this, definitely. Anyway, we got a young man here, so definitely. I think he lives in Port Kaituma. And basically this man is explaining the traveling between Kaitumo, Georgetown, and you know what I mean, various stuff that he witnessed and saw upon this boat. Viewers, take a listen.
Okay. I just want to make a comment or leave a comment on this entire MV Barima situation and the outcome of this tragedy. I really and truly didn't want to come on this internet to say anything about anything. But based upon the nonsense that I've seen online, via Facebook and via TikTok, I've reached a breaking point in whereby I have to speak out. I have to speak out. I got to let the public know. Let me just inform you guys. A few years ago, when I just moved from part of the Essequibo, that's like probably like 6 years ago, and move over to Region 1 in Mabrumo, not Port Kaitumo, right? There was a particular ferry that normally runs there before the MV Militia existed or came into service, let me put it that way. It was the MV Kimbia. Now, these vessels, or when I say these, I mean both of these vessels, they're not fully equipped. Right? There are videos, there's so much videos online, or what do you want to say, on Facebook or TikTok, whatever you want to put it as, of this skullduggery that goes on the boat. The life jackets are way up. For instance, the MV Kimbia's life jacket is way up above your head. You tie your hammock and you relax and you sleep, and the life jacket there in a compartment over your head. I think there's a video online that could prove what I'm saying is true. The MV Barima is a very, we call it the rolly boat, right? And it's very rolly. When I say rolly, I mean that it's not stable. When you leave Kingston there and you heading out, especially along the coastline, with the wave hitting on the right side of the boat, it roll. Iron Point, everybody think there's a bad spot. But if these people or that's in charge of getting these vessels out from the Kingston port on time and leave, and these vessels leave then, let me put it this way, on time with the tide, you wouldn't have an issue getting over all the way over to Northwest. That's one of the contributing factors. You have to check the tide, because personally, myself, I'm very acquainted with the MV Kimbia crew at the time when it was servicing the Mabaruma region, which is Region 1, right? Not too familiar much with the MV Barima crew, but some of those guys, yeah, they were, and God rest their soul, they were my friends. I'm a regular commuter on both of these ferries. It's not today, it's not yesterday, it's for years. Right, so let me just let you guys know. The entire incident, on my opinion, how this incident occurred, it was normally because of a donkey dam system. Nobody gives a shit. When you're at Kingston Wharf there, once you have money in your pocket, you get your stuff to go on the boat, whether the boat is overloaded or not. That doesn't make any sense. People don't check on that. Because I could remember one time I was on that vessel, the MV Barima. Let me specify which vessel, the MV Barima. And it was actually similarly full to capacity. But a phone call came in from the bigger heads them above. That's probably like 2 years or probably like 3 years and 3 years and a half back, probably around that time. And the crew or the captain had no say in it. Right? I was standing right next to them. We were having a conversation. The phone call came in, and There you go. I overheard the conversation on the phone. That's a long time back. Now you see, this is why I say I don't want to step out into the public domain or in the public light. I don't want nobody to victimize me. But what I'm saying is simple. The Transport and Harbors Division didn't have any system at all. And if you want to blame anyone for this tragedy, and which it hurts me a lot, that's why I have on my shades. Because my eyes are red from crying for my fellow brothers and sisters that lost their fucking lives. Pardon my French. I lose relatives there too. I was to be on that boat. But when I came and I looked at that boat, I said, no, I'm not going. And it turned back. If you want to blame anybody, blame management. If you want to blame anybody, they're calling on Minister Edgell to resign. Well, Minister Edgell wasn't there on the boat. I'm not siding for him. I'm not picking up for Minister Edgell. Please get me clear. If he had any hand to play in it, and now I get to understand that he was the minister in charge of that particular sector of the government, Transport and Harbor. I didn't know he was the guy. If he knows that he's guilty of negligence, I think he should do the respectful thing. And I'm not calling him to step down or resign, right? I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if he knows that he was at error in any form, right, he should be responsible and do the right thing. If he needs to step down, well, that's his problem. He has to know. If he needs to continue to serve as the minister, well, like I said, I can't judge. I am not judge, jury, and executioner like the black belly sheep man for the highway. You understand? So what I'm saying is peacefully and simply saying this. Who fucked up? Please take responsibility for your fuck up and don't let this happen again. Because you guys are victimizing Mr. Mohammed. You are fucking wrong me and doing your kind of mother scunt. And that is the only fucking man I see going out and try for help. Each and every single fucking Guyanese people, the man didn't look on you. If you're Amerindian or indigenous persons, I should say, because you can't say the word anymore. Like Amerindian or Bok, it's a crime, right? It's a thing, but my indigenous brothers and sisters, I'm a Douglas. So don't watch me. I got all inside of me. I mix.
Well, basically, we hear the man said and definitely crazy because he now say, yo, them is called the rowdy boat. So the boat always, I got to try to get a video, you know, because I could remember I saw a video with a young lady saying that her grandmother traveled on the boat way back in them time there. You understand? And no, sometimes she put her grandmother up on the boat for travel, whatever. But the grandmother end up coming and the grandmother said, I would never travel back on the boat. The same envy Barima. The daughter turned and said, Mommy, why? Granny, why? Or Mommy, why? Or whatever thing is your mother. She didn't tell she. It's still after when the tragic incident happened, she gave her a call and said, you see what happened? This is the same reason why I told you that I would never travel back on the boat. Because the boat always got a problem. The other turned and said, Mommy, why you never tell me nothing? She said, because I know how you stay. You would have made a scene out it. But I already made my scene by saying I'm not traveling anymore. That was it. Now here this man saying it's a rowdy boat. Hi, Jaja. Me know if it's because them is Amerindian people, because them easy, make them taking these things, or you know what I mean. But bro, from the first time, which in the banner went to after Muhammad, he now see traveling with the boat over 10 years, and you know what I mean? He never see, but he know what is always sipping in and wherever, but he never see the boat packed like how it was packed the day. It just is what it is. But you guys leave your comments in the comments section. Now as we spice up things, we see whereby we got a video here, so definitely. Anyway, as we continue, like I told you guys, leave your comments in the comment section. Just let me know what's your thoughts, definitely, guys.
So, Gail Teixeira. I grew up in Freedom House. You know me well. I think you had an office at the back next to Janet Jagan. You've become a shadow of your former self. Back then, you know, I used to be in and out of Freedom House. I'm pretty young, but not interested in politics. And maybe that's what, maybe I can look at you and say that's why I'm not interested in politics. Look where you've taken my country, our country. You were there in the what do you call it, in the drains, in the gutters, fighting against a Burnham dictatorship. Huh? My father's contribution to this country and the PVP, and my uncle, members of my family, we all wanted a better Guyana. And here you are, sitting in a party that has wrecked my country for the last 30 years. Which progress are you talking about? What has progressed? The name of the party is the People's Progressive Party. What is it that is people-oriented? It is selfish. It's a selfish party. You have a president that can barely construct a sentence. A first lady who has no decorum. Progressive? Where? Where's the progression? You progressed into dictatorship. That's what happened. And there's a party of a few friends and family. We had a disaster. And you can't even come up with a compassionate response. You put the two most arrogant ministers to face the press. I know if Kwame is a minister, but couldn't you have found somebody better? Don't you have a PR department? Do you know the pain and suffering of those Amerindian people? Promises and promises and promises for 30 years. I travel back and forth to my country, and every time I go, all I'm seeing is wealth. The wealth of the 1% and the poverty of the 99%. And this was Chedi Jagan's party. You fought a dictatorship. You love to use the word democracy. Well, you get a D for democracy in my class. You get A for dictatorship. I don't know if you, and you're the last of the old guard of the PVP, I don't know if you lost your soul. Do you have compassion? Do you have children? Do you not understand that Guyana does not belong to any one political party? You're kicking the ball of shared governance down the road all the time. But, you know, you always want shared governance when you're in opposition, but when you're in government, you become little dictators. You shoot people. You murder people. Extrajudicial killings. Adriana Young. I could name many more. And the latest tragedy, your president is responsible for the death of 20 Amerindian girls in a dorm, 5 people in a helicopter crash, and now more than 100 people on the MV Barima. We are tired of you. People like me, true, decent Guyanese. I wasn't raised in a racial home. But there are people that you support, all the fake profiles you have online of people attacking the character of people like David Hines and people who have impeccable characters. Impeccable characters, you keep attacking them and calling them all kinds of names. A certain kind of name is called and certain people get counseling. A young lady referred to all kinds of names of black people and she get counseling. If I was to say something like that to anybody darker or black people in general, they'll be locked up. You shackled to Kumo Gunsay. Those people fought with you against the Burnham dictatorship and you sit there. I am so disappointed in you. So my mother is still alive, by the way. She never liked politics. And there were disagreements in our house. She would call it politics. And you have become the face of politics. Massive farm on the East Bank. I don't know, are you corrupt? What's your net worth, my dear? How much are you worth now? You don't seem to be the type of person that has mansions or I don't think you sold chocolates to get rich. But you have become a shameless bunch. I am angry and I am disappointed and I am livid at the PPP. Well, if you want to call yourself a government. And you go in parliament, your voice is the loudest among a few others. You scream and shout, but all you do is suppress this nation. The poverty, people can barely afford to eat in Guyana sometimes. And you question the poverty rate. Well, show us the figures. The nation is tired of the system that we've had since you came into office in 1992. I would have thought after all these years you'd see a slow progression. We still got blackout, we still hiring ships. We still have people building mansions with pools. I understand Janet Jagan walked into one of the mansions and walked back out because that is not and was not Chedi Jagan's party. You have become, I'm at the loss for words. I don't want to go in another direction. I want to keep it a little decent. But you've literally become political prostitutes. You make me sick, you and your whole cabinet. Going back to parliament for money, going back for more benefits to the president. So this one that leaving office in 2020, or hopefully before then, will be sucking the taxpayers dry. Shamelessly so. A tragedy happened and it's the private sector who had to help you after oil is discovered. All these big buildings and structures is going up. Don't impress me. Because that's not what David Westmus was about. I'm sure you know that. Where is Indra Chandapal? From what I understand, a lot of these people were pushed out to the party. You become a Jaguarite. Jaguar is your boy. I understand Sister Shirley Edwards. Nothing was left for her family. A stalwart, and I'm deliberately choosing her because she's black. And the PPP treats black people different from any other race. Well, Amerindian people too. Shirley Edwards left with penniless. When is it going to end? The system has to change. Both the PPP and the PNC literally have done nothing for my country in the last 60 years. This happened before I was born. And here I am, doing what my father would have wanted me to do. Speaking up and speaking out. You're despicable as a politician. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Do you have personal integrity? Can't you walk away from greed and corruption? I shudder when the president opens his mouth. I shudder. It's difficult to listen to. No empathy. You guys, you have to ask you, do you have mothers? Do you have people that talk to you and say, Gail or whoever, what is wrong with you? When are you going to make Guyana equal for everybody and not just for a few? It's heartbreaking. Even if I wanted to join the politics or any politics, it certainly will not be the PPP. Not this PPP. I'm not a member of any political party, by the way. And nobody encouraged me to do this. I do it by myself. I don't care who vexed and who disappointed. Probably members of my own family might be this, oh, you rewind. But somebody ought to call you all out. We have had enough. You stuffing yourselves with the oil revenue, literally bloated until you're diabetic. No shame. I'll end it here because I might go off into using unpolitical language. Language unbecoming of my family. I use language like that all the time, but not to you. This message was for you, but it has no profanity. I'm embarrassed to even be seen in the presence of any member of the People's Progressive Party as it is now. Shame on you.
Well, viewers and subscribers, as you just don't heard the man, boy, like telling you, the man talk, he mind there. There's serious piece of reasoning the man give them, you know. Serious. Yeah, I telling you, the man know them files, know them ways about, know how to stay. But you guys leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts. So before we jump out here, so we got a final video, but before we drop the final video, this is a word from our sponsors. Having a skin problem, especially your face, experiencing spots, not removing, experiencing acne, and more, definitely you need to contact Miss Shelly Campbell. Yes, she have the skincare solution for all ages, the #1 direct selling skincare company in the world. Now guys, for more information, if you are interested, remember the summertime, don't punish yourself to look the way you don't want to. Say, hey, what's up? Contact Miss Shelly Campbell on 917-602-8456, or you could visit her on her Instagram at MK_Shelly3. Remember, 917-602-8456 or her Instagram MK_Shelly3. It is the #1 direct selling skincare company in the world, and this is a skincare solution for all ages. Thank you.
Mr. Mohammed,
Yes, sir.
sometimes I go, sometimes they call me to, sometimes, you know, they usually call me because I got a workshop here. They usually call me to do some maintenance, and especially on certain things. And one day I went into the engine room.
Burima.
Yeah, Burima.
Okay.
And to my surprise, most of the iron, the pipes rotten. We can't even
Just
we can't
confirm
wear
if
nothing.
this is the engine room.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
We got this already. I'm waiting to hear what it
A
is.
lot of rotten pipes.
No,
You know what they have to do? They have to take cement and
Okay.
caulk the whole thing.
Look.
Yeah. They have to take cement. That boat was not seaworthy. That boat wasn't seaworthy. Because you got to travel such a long distance to come to Kaituma.
The longest journey.
The longest journey. And you mean to say a boat like that, they can't replace a boat like that? No. That's not good at all. That's not good.
It is the longest journey.
Yeah.
In the Caribbean, from St. Vincent to St. Martin, St. Lucia, you look at the boat and the travel to hard distance.
I think the government is supposed to get something better for the people at Kaituma, because
But we
we
got
ain't got
better
no,
things.
don't round country, we ain't got no respect for the people in Kaituma.
We got better things. Only after this morning when I leave in Georgetown, I saw the vessel, your vessel, the Region 1 vessel, park up there, waiting for the next party.
Yeah, I went over to Eshukrebo at a time, and I see the vessel park up. I wanted to know what really they're doing. They got the whole boat running to Kaituma. These people, they don't care about a people's life.
To travel
People-
100 and something miles, 20 hours on the water.
20 or sometimes 20.
24 hours.
Sometimes it takes 27 hours to reach me.
We went on the sea and we was in blackout for like 2 hours before the
Blackout.
engine come on back.
She shot after the boat. She have a lot of loss.
We on blackout on the boat.
Well,
I
that's
don't know
it.
what to do when the engine come on back. It happened before, I know. This is why I try to frighten the boat. Frighten that boat bad because I know the
Yeah, the engine got a problem.
Talking mouth is be over your head. It padlock in a box. So you can't ever know like that can pull out in fast, you know.
Yeah, but they slack from the time you enter a boat. They're supposed to have someone there to hand you a
And
life
jacket
jacket.
they never give nobody.
What I'm sorry for, I'm sorry for the crew, because I had many friends on the boat. You understand?
Throwing the crew under the bus now, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry for the crew. I'm sorry for the children. You know, these people don't have a heart you know,
Lost the children.
people lost so
Had to
many
get the children
children.
on that boat.
Look at
I was on that
my
wharf.
and Barbie's
Those who get the
God
children on
have
the
wife
wharf.
and 3 kids. They take over their dead by themselves.
We need monetary compensation for all those who lost family members and lost their belongings. We
Yes.
need that. I raise our voice at time.
Yes.
We need that.
Money.
But I want to force them and give them a little next to nothing too. Like with the Madia fire.
That
Be
woman
careful
lost
when you're signing any
seven
documents from them.
soul.
Be
For the
very
rest of
careful.
her life, she gotta bear that.
So that's why I want to meet with the
If she got a
survivors
little farm,
so
or
that
she
we
got
can
a
plan the
little
next
cassava,
step.
plant it back down,
And
whatever
the
she
families
used to
of
go and
the
reap.
deceased.
It's hard for she continue that. She gotta get money.
Well, I telling you why just don't hear the big man that's saying bye. So who really forget blame? Y'all hear what the man just don't say? This boat always like the bro. Because the boat old. So this is why they're saying to myself, why Edgel bring this boat out back when this boat the park on Granger time? Why y'all bring out back this vessel? But y'all trying to lock up the man them and blame the captain like if the captain got anything to do. This is not the captain's fault for the boat go down. Edgel came out and said that the boat wasn't overloaded, the boat didn't have mechanical problem and the boat wasn't leaking. When mouth open, story jump out, R3 was happening to the boat. So still y'all are going to lock up them, man. Yo, you're making joke, bye. Anyway, it's a part we're going to pull the curtains down. It was a pleasure being here with you guys. Like I said, if you watch the video so far, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and put your post notification bell on. Remember, obviously, we get the latest in everything we're going on in Guyana, in the diaspora, around the Caribbean, and even around the world. Make sure you run up the likes on this one. We got at least 400 likes on this one. And feel free to give the video a hype. You know the code, you know what's up. If you're still watching this video, check out this video right here. So keep your brains occupied with our videos. Until next time, have a blessed Tuesday, man. We out. See you.